What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, I'm gonna skip right to it. I'm not gonna do a bunch of talking, a bunch of bullshit at the beginning of the videos. Like, you know, I get really bored. Here I am already starting, but I get really bored of watching other YouTubers, especially auto YouTubers, just talk and bullshit for like the first 2 minutes. I'm not doing that anymore. So we're gonna jump right into it. Make sure you guys go check out Diesel Auto Power, South Bend Clutch, and Fast Fuel Systems for all their Cyber Monday deals. If you haven't already, I'm gonna try to get the video up before midnight. But on today's video, as you've seen in the thumbnail, we're working on the flatty, figuring out what all happened after us drifting and the damage. But before we get into that, I've got a couple parts here that showed up from Diesel Auto Power for a customer truck outside. We got a 2001 Dodge, and he wanted to up the power a little bit, so we've got some 7x10 injectors here. They are they're 7x9 sack injectors. These are aftermarket bodies. They're not OEM bodies, so they're more affordable, which is what's nice about Diesel Auto Power. They have many affordable options for you guys. If you want to go with a factory Bosch body or if you want to go with an aftermarket body, they both work very well and do the same thing. One's just a little bit more affordable and don't require using any cores in. So awesome injectors. I've had absolutely zero problems out of all their products. I'm more than happy with them. And then we've got a Quadzilla because it is a 24 valve, and I've installed many of these. What's really cool about the Quadzilla, they're super simple to install. You can get custom tuning for them now, which is also offered by Diesel Auto Power. You have a simple module right here. We're gonna do like a little quick install video here soon of that. Actually goes underneath the hood, really easy and simple to use. All the good stuff is right here in the box. What's really cool about the Quadzilla also is they come with an EGT probe. Now when you buy other competing products, not going to mention names, but basically anything other than a Quadzilla, they don't come with an EGT probe. So that is what's really awesome about Quadzilla. It is a good quality probe too. It's not a piece of crap like a lot of your competitors. So you get the power offered by Quadzilla, custom tuning capabilities, and an EGT probe ready to rock on there. And this one actually has the POD unit, which goes right on your steering column, wherever you want to put it. But we'll get into that here in a little bit. And it also has a transmission sending unit, all kinds of stuff for your trans temp. I mean, you literally couldn't ask for a better setup that's more affordable than the Quadzilla. So with all that being said, I'm done blabbing. We're gonna get to installing this on a truck here in a few moments, so hold tight. So guys, I've got a old guy who used to be on the channel probably 6 to 8 months ago. He is back in town. Most of you guys know him as Ray Ray. If anyone's new to the channel, has not met Ray Ray, you get to see his trashy self in person today. He's actually out front working on one of the trucks that we talked about putting the injectors in the Cummins. So we're gonna walk out there in just a moment, but I wanna mention to you guys something about the channel. So YouTube just allowed me to add a feature so you guys can join the channel, basically be premium channel members. So kind of like being a premium member on Pornhub, stuff like that. You can be a premium member on the Bruce Wilson YouTube channel, and what that's going to get you is to start off premium live chats where you guys can ask me questions about how to build your truck, build setups, all kinds of stuff, and I can see who's a member and who's not. And if you are, I will be taking emails, and I can give you the perfect setup for your truck on how to build it and answer all kinds of questions, tech questions, and I will be giving you guys a lot more details on that later to come. But make sure you guys join that, and we will build up a badass team, and let's keep this channel rolling strong. And also go to ahdracing.com and grab your merch, your hats. I'm still giving away all these Diesel Gang keychains, so go grab those things right now. Go, 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 go. Let's go out here and see what Ray Ray is up to about putting these injectors in. He said he would be on YouTube, so it's been a while, so we're gonna run out there and ambush him. We've got the Quadzilla Adrenaline right there. We're gonna walk out here in just a moment and put that on, but for now let's see Ray Ray. Say hi, Ray Ray.
What's up?
So I've got the Brown 24 valve pulled in the shop now. Ray Ray got all the injectors done and installed. We got it bled and started up. We're going to start with the pyrometer. Just go ahead and get the hole drilled for the pyro and the exhaust manifold. We don't pull the turbos off or anything like that. Well, it's actually already got a pyrometer in it and gauges, so we may just unhook that pyrometer because I don't think the one that he has in the truck is actually working. He said it wasn't working actually, so we're gonna unhook that one. Hopefully maybe our probe will just sit right down in there. I think That'd be freaking tits. So we're gonna do that, and install our pyrometer in that hole that's already there, and get all the plugs kind of hooked up. This taps into the map sensor, the injection pump, and then there's like a data port down in the main wiring harness this taps into also. And then we're gonna run our wiring inside the cab for the little control pod. Got the Quadzilla Adrenaline all mounted on top of the fuse box. Got our ground wires ran. We actually had to ground it over here to the body with a couple other solid grounds because these battery terminals are in really crappy shape, but the customer didn't want to do anything with it, so we're kind of just leaving it alone. Some of these older trucks, that's kind of how it is. People want to add power, they don't really want to take care of the rest of the truck. So anyways, we got it all installed. We are not tapping the injection pump just because we did put 7x9 injectors, which are around 100 horsepower injector, on top of doing the Quadzilla, and he still has a mild transmission, so we don't want to tap the pump and tear his transmission up yet. We will do that once he decides to come back in. We do a built transmission, but I've got our power tapped in here in fuse box. He doesn't even have a fuse box cover here or a dash, but we do have the POD, the power on demand pod, mounted right here to the gauge cluster, because there's really nothing else to mount it to. And yeah, got a custom seat there. So it's pretty simple. If you want to go up in power, just kind of hit the button right there. You can go up to power level 6. I think there's 10 power levels. And if you want to see your EGT, which is what it's set on now, you just hit this little button right here on the side, and you can swap from EGT to boost to fuel pressure, transmission temp, and back to EGT. So pretty simple. It's all done. Christian was underneath the truck. We got the transmission temp sending unit all plugged in the transmission. We got the wires, got them all zip tied up out of the way, nice and neat. That's pretty much it. This truck is all wrapped up. We did order a seat cushion and seat cover for the customer for the new seat because it's completely gone from Gino's garage, but it's on back order, so we'll be in for a couple weeks. So we'll at least get him out the door with that. So now after this is all done, we'll pull the flatbed in and probably get the turbo yanked off of it and see how bad those gaskets are, and check out the turbos, because we've been putting this thing through hell since we got the engine put back. Been putting it through hell since we got the engine put back together, so I want to make sure these turbos are still in tip-top shape from Tater-built turbochargers. So the flatbed's pulled in the shop here. We're going to get the intermediate pipe pulled off here that goes from the atmospheric turbo to the top turbo. Going to get it pulled off and get the charge pipe pulled off of it. We're going to try to get this top turbo pulled off because the gaskets that are in between the turbo and manifold right down in there are blown out, and we're actually missing a bolt from right here on the front cover. And I may advance the timing some. Right now it's set around 28 degrees, probably gonna bump it up to like 36, maybe 38. I'm not sure. I don't know what's street friendly and what's not. Probably gonna start at like 36 and maybe go up from there. So with all that being said, we're gonna get the top turbo pulled off. Austin's here, so I'm gonna try to get him to maybe hold on to the camera for me a little bit, and we can get to pulling some stuff off the truck. So I'm gonna let Austin hold the camera, and I'm gonna got the air intake loose from the truck. We're gonna go and get it pulled out, and hopefully I've got enough lighting here for you guys. I know I look like I'm stoned, but I'm just really tired. I haven't got much sleep and been working like absolute crazy man here lately. So get that set out of the way. Look down here and check on this turbo. A little dirty, but all in all, still good. Don't look like I've had any contact with anything, so that's good. Happy with that. So now I'm gonna get the charge pipe loose here. Got the impact and all the sockets right here. I'm sorry, the intermediate pipe. I'm sure someone will want to correct me on that. That bottom V-band clamp loose. Now we'll get the upper intercooler. That baby was loose. Surprised it didn't blow it off. Ooh. Ooh. Looks like I've been sucking in a little bit of black smoke right there. That baby's still minty. It's a little dirty. Got a little bit of shaft play, but you know that happens when you're pushing this top turbo to way past its limits, but she's still in good shape. I'm gonna pull these intercooler clamps off right here also. Just gonna slide that down out of the way. We should be able to pull that boot off right there. See, this is full of soot from the exhaust leak being sucked in the air filter and whatnot, but we don't have any oil in there, which is good, which means we don't have any bad seals in our turbos, or our turbos are not hurt, so that is good. Got that boot off. This is actually one I had laying around because we blew the intercooler boot that's right here. Actually, well, not actually, we did blow it when we were at Cletus and Cars. So, all right, that's off. Guy just picked his truck up. We'd be back in here for. The guy just put that Quadzilla on. He's out there romping on already. He'll be in here in about a week for a transmission. No doubt about that. So, snap-on ham dammer right there. Tap, 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 taparoo, tapper loose right there. Ow, this is still hot, Austin. Jesus.
Oh hell.
Dear Lord, baby Jeebus. Just trying to tap her loose and let that bottom turbo chill. Probably gonna be a mother humper to get back up there, but we'll deal with that in a minute once it's cooled down. Find some wrenches. Get our oil feed line off here. If I grab the right wrench, that might help. We need the 22. There we go. Probably a 23. There we go. Oh, yep, that's still hot. On my Jeebus. Alright, get the oil feed out of the way. That turbo is pretty much isolated. So now we're going to get the bolts that I've got there that hold the turbo down to the manifold. They're kind of a pain to get to, so probably won't get that on film, but we're going to get all these loose and get this turbo off the exhaust manifold and go from there. So hold tight for a minute, we'll be right back. So the top turbo I have removed from the flatbed. It does have a little bit of wheel contact in there. I'm going to get a hold of Austin Tate and see if he thinks we need to throw a rebuild kit in it before I put it back in. Guys, Austin makes some of the hands down best turbos on the market, and I have put these things through the freaking ringer. You guys see what I do with this truck and the abuse it takes. Just so you can see how hot the EGTs have got on this truck. This is one of the exhaust manifold gaskets, and you can see it's kind of like bowed out a little bit. Not really supposed to look like that. It's probably why it's blown or leaking, because it's not supposed to look like that. It's kind of like melted. So yeah, that's not cool. I made the spacer turn all kinds of cool different colors. That's cool too. And it's still really hot. I'll hold that. That's really hot. Yep. Who decided to work on a hot truck? Son of a gun. See right here, maybe you guys can see that, but we turned the cool spacer into fancy purple color, so we got super duper hot. Put that spacer right there. And this gasket's bloated out too. So yeah, that's cool. But we've got all this stuff removed, and we're going to put a new gasket in there and probably leave all this stuff kind of chilling for tonight, and gonna get a hold of Austin and see what he thinks about the turbo and what we've got going on there. And I'm gonna try to find a bolt to go in this front cover. I think I've got some laying around. I'm gonna advance the timing while we're at it, but that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this video. In the next video, you will have some answers from Austin on what he wants us to do with this turbo. We'll do the timing adjustment and maybe the turbo put back on there. I don't know, depends on what Austin says. And probably do a valve adjustment and change the oil for the first time. We don't even have 1,000 miles on this engine yet, so we're gonna change the oil for the first time in the engine. And like I said, oil change, valve adjustment, check turbo out, fix the gaskets, put a bolt in the front cover so we don't have the oil leak anymore, and just do a once over of the truck. Shipped out the NV5600 today to Cody with Super Stick transmission, so he's gonna go ahead and get that fixed up. Hopefully he'll have it within the week and maybe get it back to us in a couple weeks. I'm leaving next Tuesday, maybe Monday, to go to PRI with Cletus, Cooper, and James. So we're going to be going all of next week at PRI. We're going to have all kinds of fun, maybe funny videos going on while we're there. So that's going to be pretty cool. We have t-shirts in the making for After Hours Diesel guys with the flatty on them and my drag truck from last year. So make sure you guys check those out and be paying attention for those to show up on the website. And join our channel if you want to be a part of the channel and get those special subscriptions and little ins and outs of the channel and doing the live feed, stuff like that. So guys, go to ahdracing.com, smash the like button, drop a comment down below on how amazing that turbo has been, how much it's lasted. Keep in mind that turbo was on, here I go rambling on again, turbo was on my 2005 four-door, and we slapped it on here. So it's been through the ringer on that truck, towing, daily driving, and then we put it on a flatbed, and we have absolutely gave a hell. Anyway, smash the like button, drop a comment down below, subscribe to the channel, guys. We'll catch you later. Peace out.